Everyone, I'm back. Uh, so yeah, I don't know how much longer I have to record here. It's already been an hour or at least 30 minutes since the last one. So, and obviously same camera setup, same everything. I'll try to be as close to the camera as possible. So, what I was going to talk about in the last one, um, I gave nothing but a whole pile of just disclaimers basically. And those same disclaimers apply to this video and all the others. So, and I remembered something just now. By the way, I found out that it's not pronounced David Icky or Eki or even Ian. It's David Icke, at least according to Google and YouTube. It's David Icke. So, but I don't know how he actually pronounces it because I haven't seen too many of his interviews. So, but I did just want to give a tip off real quick here. What's coming in the immediate future is going to be AI technology. Now, this is a prediction and this will happen. I am telling you the future before it happens. This is the truth. This is about to happen. They're going to take AI and they're going to, everyone calls it, quote, deep fakes, unquote, right now. They're going to do a whole pile of what they call them false flags now. They're going to do a whole pile of things where they're going to say, oh, AI created that. And maybe some of them AI did and some of them didn't. But what they're going to do is they're going to use the excuse of AI to write off real life videos, real life audio, real life documents. They're going to use AI to make the truth seem like a lie. Now, they're already doing that in many, many, many ways. But right now, the surface of the earth, the humans on the surface of the earth, have not been introduced to what they're now calling AI. They haven't been introduced to what I know from the spiritual realm, which is entities falsifying themselves as something else. And so usually, in fact, the saying popped up that if it wasn't recorded, in other words, if it wasn't seen on video, if it wasn't recorded via voice, voice recorder, a microphone, voice technology, audio technology, if it wasn't recorded via sight technology, whether that be an old analog camera where you have to develop the film, or whether that be today's digital cameras that are literally on our portable television devices, which is what this is. These smartphones are literally, you got to realize, these smartphones they're an entire TV in the palm of your hand that you can use to call someone else, and that you can use to, and they're an entire 1990s camcorder. Those huge camcorders with the VHS tapes? It's one of those. Also in the palm of your hand. So you got to realize how futuristic even what I'm using to record myself is here. If you were to even go back, even Neil deGrasse Tyson said that if you were to take one of these smartphones, and this was an old talk that he was giving, so he said go back even 20 years ago. By now it's, if you just go back into the 90s with one of these smartphones, people would think that you were nuts. They might even lock you up for it because they wouldn't know what to make of it. They might be fascinated. They might like it maybe in the 90s, but go back into the 80s and they would think that you're nuts, and they would see it as something, who knows what, who knows how they would take this technology. Only if you were lucky, a few people might see you as a genius and you as the inventor of this technology, which very much, I can guarantee you, pretty much no one that uses these smartphones invented these things. So what they're going to do with AI is they are going to use it to make, like, I'm going to give an example. And this is real. This is going to happen. They're going to like say that there's actual real life video of extraterrestrials flying around in our skies. Well, now no one wants to believe that. And they're going to say in the future that AI created that video. And so they're going to get everyone to not believe that very real and very truthful video of an extraterrestrial craft flying around in the sky. They're going to say, oh, that's just AI technology. That's not real. They're going to get, like, say, all of these papers that they have released from the government about alien stuff. They're going to say, oh, AI wrote that, someone wrote that with Chat GPT. You don't have to worry. It's not the truth. So they're going to get, and the whole point of this is they're going to get everyone isn't together right now. Everyone is of a separate mind. They're thinking their own things, they're believing their own things, and they're following their own individual paths. Not entirely, most definitely not entirely, but it's not coherent enough for Big Brother. So what they're going to do is they're going to get everyone together again by saying that anything that they don't want out there, that got out there and that they can't control, they're going to do whatever they can to make it look like a lie, and they're going to do whatever they can to say that that was invented by AI technology. They're even going to go they don't Big Brother does not care about killing large numbers of people. They do not care about. That's why I say COVID is real. Big Brother is killing people, and they don't care about the fact that they are making the majority of the population, undiagnosed, horribly physically ill, and that they're killing everyone else. They don't care about that. I will get into that later. But so they don't care if they have to throw large amounts of people in jail just to try to convince people that, this is AI technology and, oh, this person, quote, invented. By the way, if you hear anyone at all saying that this person invented, quote unquote, their own AI technology, or they made this AI, whatever it is, whatever they're claiming is AI, no, that is a dog whistle, and that they got a patsy, and that whatever it is they're writing off as AI is the truth. Whatever they're writing off as AI is the truth. Get that through to your brain. That is important. Whatever they're writing off as AI is the truth. I don't care what it is, how insane it is, how incongruent it is with what you know and believe. Know that it's the truth. No matter, I don't care. I don't care what it is. If they suddenly have Trump popping up and going liberal, progressive, Democrat, and they say, oh, that's AI, that isn't true. Guess what? It is true. It's not AI. That is how, that is how incongruent, that is how disproportionate, that is how unbelievable. I don't know how else to do, I don't know what else to say other than to sum it up. I can't describe it. But that is how fucked up things are, and that is how they're going to write off stuff that is the truth. If they come out and they say, that, oh, that video of Trump speaking progressively, liberally for the Democrats, for abortion, for all this stuff is an AI thing, don't believe people saying it's AI. The truth is that video, that audio recording is true. That is how unbelievable shit's going to hit the fan. Stuff is going to come out, and they're going to be able to write it off as AI. And they don't like the truths that have come out so far. And they're trying to lock it down and hide it. So far, people have had freedom on the internet, and they've spread their truths and their information. But At the moment, it's slowly, but soon it's going to be and it's moving faster. One by one, they are getting rid of websites. They're getting rid of documents. They're getting rid of audio and video recordings. And they're getting rid of the truths that have come out. And they are going to say that those truths that have already come out was, they're going to wait a while and then they're going to say, oh, it was AI. These truths keep on boiling. It's like a pot boiling and it keeps on coming to the surface. And these truths that keep on coming to the surface, they're going to say that, oh, that's AI. That isn't true. It will more than likely be something. And when I say it keeps on coming to the surface, it's something that was already stated in like the 50s and the 60s and the 70s. And then it was stated in the 80s. And then the advent of the internet, in the 90s and just all this stuff. And it keeps on, because it is the truth. Because it is the truth. But now they're going to have the excuse of, it's not the truth, it's AI. And since I'm at the 11-minute mark, I'm going to try to hurry this up. So they're going to take all these truths that are the truth, and they're going to try to make it out to be a lie. All right? So I don't care, if it's your cousin getting beamed up by aliens, believe it. And if someone says that it's an AI, that is a dog whistle. That needs to tip you off that this thing, no matter how unbelievable it is, it's the truth. It's the point blank truth. I don't care who's saying it. I don't care what they said. I don't care how unbelievable it is. Know that whatever has been pointed out as AI is real. All right? It is point blank real. Now, the reason that they're doing this is to get everyone together again. And the whole point of it is to get people to, and I'm sorry, but the reason I am so for the Black community is because they've been shouting and screaming their whole lives and saying, listen, we're being arrested in record numbers. We're being beaten. We're being raped. We're being killed. This is horrific. This has got to stop. And it's being subjected primarily upon us. And it's just like the Me Too movement. Lots of women have been raped horribly and no one was believing them. So what they want to do with the AI is they want to literally get everyone believing voices of authority again. They used to have that in the 90s and back. Like, oh, that was said by a Black person. They weren't a voice of authority. They're not believable. There's no documentation to back them up. There's no video recordings to back them up. There's no audio recordings to back them up. Therefore, they're lying. And they will even get other, Black people in their community, I call them what they are. I don't think they're Black people at all. I think they're vril. I think they're underground, whatever you want to call it, underground Big Brother. And I think that they are literally put there to discredit what Big Brother has done to these victims. And it has been, and they love, Big Brother loves, and this is more getting into what I was going to talk about, but Big Brother loves having a caste system. They like having levels because with levels, they can do their evil on the homeless, on the poor, on anyone who won't be listened to, and they can do it carte blanche without having to be found out, without having to be recognized. They can do mass killings, they can do mass rapings, they can do, taking away property, which is another thing I wanted to talk on. All these people like to think that, oh, I bought some property out in the country, I'm safe. That is not true. There is eminent domain, which I will talk about on another video. This is getting to the 14-minute mark already. But all of these are whole other subjects that I need to address in other videos, hopefully short little ones. There is just no way to contain these items into 15-minute videos, but I'm trying. So yeah, that's what they're going to do with AI technology. They're going to get everyone thinking and seeing and listening and believing in one direction, which is points of authority, voices of authority. You know, that person's testimony is not real because there's, there is no voice of authority. They are no voice of authority. A voice of authority is not backing them up. This is how they're going to get us listening to literally the brainwashed evening news again. I don't know how else to put it. And I probably shouldn't have said that much, but the brainwashed evening news again. Literally. That is how they're going to get people to listen to and only obey a certain talking point, a certain way of thinking, a certain way of looking at things. And yeah, this is at the 15-minute mark. And if I say much more, I mean, I don't know how else to put this, you know. I will cover this again. When I have my thoughts are jumbled right now, but at least I'm getting it out there and I'm getting it, I'm getting it off my chest. You know, everyone is a pot boiling, and I'm boiling over, because I'm not able to make money off my art. So I'm a frustrated artist. So there you go. So, oh dear. So yeah, I'll deal more with this AI when I can again on another video. But for right now, I'm going to go on to the next video. And finally, I've had you on tenterhooks. I've had you sitting on the edge of your seat. I'm finally going to address what I started all this for to begin with. So, what is happening in America and the world today and what they are doing. So, there we go. And yes, I did just predict the future here. I hope you can make heads or tails of it, because this is a muddled mess. But there you go. And I'll tell you the next bit of the future in a minute here. Bye.